Hey gamers, welcome to Gamer Image. Don't you wish you could just run a bunch of code without having to download something? It does stuff like magic and gets rid of errors like this and so many other issues with The Sims 4? Then you're in the right place. Stay tuned. I'm sorry guys, but this tutorial is so short that I have to give you guys a story. It's the least I can do for the dedicated audience. Plus, I've been gone so long that it might be nice to hear from me again, right? I don't know. Over the past 4 years I've been doing this channel, I've learned a lot about The Sims 4. Originally, I thought I knew enough that I could just fix the game for everyone and just move on, but I was dead wrong. Along my journey, I was introduced to tools. Some of you introduced me to mods, like Better Exceptions by Twisted Mexi. Some of you showed me Sims 4 Mod Manager by Game Time Dev. Some of you asked if I had experience with Sims 4 Tray Importer, and I didn't. So I Googled the heck out of it, learned how to use it the best I could, and then turned around to help it benefit others. I didn't know about CurseForge for the longest time, and you guys introduced me to it. So, I by far didn't have enough knowledge to do any of this. But what I did have was a will. I wanted to learn. After every new person I came across that I helped, different issues came up. Some were loading times, some were not loading at all, some were misplaced files, and lots were actual mod issues. But I ended up building a massive knowledge base over everything I've ever worked on with you guys on my mem notebooks. And ultimately, it's led me to this absolute rework of an app I built a few years ago called the Sims 4 Mod Fixer. And let me tell you, this video was an absolute flop. And to this day, I still can't figure out why. It like automatically does everything. The reason I did a simple PowerShell script over rewriting this app was because ultimately I've lost the original code for it and the entire project overall. So it was much faster and easier to build on what I already knew. That so many people actually accidentally download massive mods folders that aren't organized for them. And sorting these out can take days, if not months, depending on how much or little experience the player has. This tool was designed to cut all of the guesswork out of it and be a perfect first step before you go into your journey of 50/50 mod cutting your mods folder. So now for the juicy stuff, how to actually get this fixed for yourself. Head to my website, gamerimage.gumroad.com in a new browser, then look for The Sims 4 Ultimate Mod Organizer and Version Fixer. It'll have this PowerShell looking icon on it to hopefully make it distinguishable from other items. It's also $0, so that could make it stand out pretty far. Click on it and go into the product purchase page. If you're interested, you can read all about it before you get it for free. Unfortunately, I have to inform you that I cannot be held responsible for any possible damages that can arise from the use of this script and its use at your own risk. I don't mean to say it to scare you away from using it because that's what it kind of sounds like I'm doing. I'm just informing you that it might do you some good to create a copy of your Sims 4 folder and put it somewhere else in case something ever goes awry. Technology is unpredictable. I can say that I know that all too well. Do be careful what you type in the name of fair price though, because you have the option to not only put $0, you can absolutely put in any number you want in there. So if you're willing to contribute to the hard work that keeps this channel alive, I would be forever in your gratitude. But otherwise, thank you so much for making this tool a part of your workflow. Enter 0 and then click Add to Cart. Put in your first name, a phone number if you would like the possibility of being contacted for future projects or one-on-one collaborations, and add any notes you would like for yourself. Click the Get button below those. Once inside, scroll down until you see a section called How to Use It. There will be a section with a Download button. Click the Download button to get the text file that you'll be able to open after downloading. Open the Sims 4 Ultimate Mod Organizer and Version Fixer.txt file. This will open it in your default editor. For most of you, that'll be, Windows built-in Notepad. For others, it could be like Notepad++. Heck, I don't know. Once it opens, though, you'll want to right-click on the Start menu and open Terminal Admin. This will open a command prompt with the words Administrator in the title. If this doesn't happen for you, open the Start menu, type PowerShell, see the icon, and hit these 3 keys together to force the app to open with administrative privileges. Control, Shift, and enter. This is going to pop up possibly a PIN, password, or a yes/no prompt and give you the permissionisms. Then after clicking yes, you'll be given the world of admin power. So sweet. If for some reason you don't see administrator in the title of your window, comment below and we'll see how we can get you administrator privileges. Snap the PowerShell window to the left and the Notepad window to the right half portions of your screen. I'm personally doing extra steps here to show the copying and pasting, but select all, Control A, of the text from the PowerShell text file you downloaded, copy it, Control C, and paste it, Control V, into the command prompt. Hit enter. I built this with a quote-unquote progress bar at the top, if you can even call it that. It's literally just a bunch of oohs so that you can see the overall progress. This scan is doing mega overtime on your machine. It is 1. Opening every single file in your mods folder. 2. Scanning the file type. 3. Checking to see if any file is any type or sort of files that exist in the Sims 4 ecosphere, package, .ts4 script, .blueprint, and several other file types. 4. It's extracting the header information. For those of you who don't know, there are 3 different .package mod files that exist, and they all have different versions that separate mods from The Sims 4, from The Sims 3, and even The Sims 2. Wild, I know. 5. Reading the bytecode, which lets my script sort whether or not it actually belongs here. And 6. Building a list of files that need to go to your tray folder, be pulled out of the mods folder entirely, and need to be put into a folder called Sims 2 3 mods, or which ones can safely stay here permanently. Once the progress bar goes away, you'll have a little bit of a pause here because the script was copy and pasted, not run from a file. You'll need to hit enter here as the last step, and then you'll be given the results of what was moved. In this example, you can see that there were 21 files relocated, 2 were mod files from The Sims 2 and The Sims 3, and the rest were just files that belonged in the tray folder. And that's how easy this can be for you. Now get out there and get your mods fixed. Until next time.
And if you've watched me go through this whole roller coaster and thought, wow, I do not have time or patience for that, I totally get it. That's why I offer direct help for situations exactly like this. Instead of spending hours fighting with mods, caches, and updates, you can have me, this guy, handle the heavy lifting and get your Sims 4 game back on track without the stress. If that sounds like a lifesaver for you, check out my Patreon or my Gumroad. Both of those links are in the description. Both give you access to me directly, so you can skip the headaches, get quick fixes, and enjoy your game again.